Am I normal or am I nuts? It's a question everyone asks once in a while, and it's a question that we ask Dr. Keith Abloh every week. Joining me now to answer your emails, Fox News contributor and psychiatrist, Dr. Keith Abloh. Good morning to you, doctor.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Let's get to the email number one. My 4.5-year-old granddaughter tends to have panic attacks at bedtime. They start when mom and dad are almost through the bedtime book. Mom is very worried. Dad gets frustrated. Oh, I can relate to this one. Normal or nuts, Dr. Abloh?
Well, listen, the key words here are the panic attacks, and so I'm going to say not normal, nuts. And because kids, too, by the way, can suffer with anxiety disorders, panic disorder, and even depression. And this is a good teaching moment to tell people, listen, there's help out there. Child psychologists and psychiatrists, being afraid of the dark's one thing. Having panic attacks where your heart races and the rest of it, that's another thing, and she might need a little bit of help just to get under the covers, you know?
No doubt. Okay. Number two, my husband is constantly checking his temperature. He'll check under his arms, mouth, ears. When I ask him why he checks 4 times, he responds to see if I have a fever. He also checks his blood, and I don't really want to get into how he might be doing that. What do you think, Dr. Abloh?
Maybe she means his blood pressure, and maybe his blood pressure is normal and his temperature is normal, but he's not normal because he's got elements of obsessive compulsive disorder. This checking phenomenon. See, he wants to pretend, this is the unconscious dynamic going on, that if his pressure's normal and his temperature's normal, everything's okay, which it isn't. Go deeper with a psychiatrist, get underneath this, get the medicine you need, and we'll see you in a week. Take 2 of those.
See, I thought he was normal because he was a man and he actually cared about his health.
No, he seems to be a little bit too obsessive-compulsive about this. Caring about your health does not equate to every minute checking your pressure. That's enough to drive your wife nuts, too.
Maybe, but just kidding. Okay, number 3, my 3-year-old nephew is incredibly possessive. If his toys get messed with by another kid, the dog, etc., he has a meltdown, screams, and attacks the offender, sometimes using a handy toy as a weapon. Normal or nuts?
We're not jailing this kid. We're going to say that's normal. Possessiveness, yeah, it's not good to attack a kid, but guess what? Find out why he's so possessive. Maybe a new kid in the family, maybe he's moved, lost friends, and you may have him lending out his tricycle to another kid in just a few days.
All right, here is the extra question that you didn't know about. There's a study out today that says women are hardwired to prefer men with heavy stubble on their face. Not light, heavy. Over clean-shaven guys. So we decided, I don't know if you have a monitor there. You have a monitor, Keith?
Well, I don't, but I can imagine.
Well, it's you and a beard with heavy stubble.
It's me. Well, listen, I wish they had added in, though, bald men with heavy stubble, face, and scalp. Because, you know, after a long weekend, Gretchen, you really, you'd find me, you know, somebody to have coffee with at least. I don't know.
Wow. Oh, okay.
I hope.
Next time you're here.
I'm better after the weekend. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll come on on a Wednesday morning with a little stubble, head and face.
Bring the sofa. Okay. For the psychiatric care. That's all. We're right back.
Yeah.